pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, because nothing in life that's worth achieving, is going to be easy for you. And, I know I'm young, but saying that, that's how I've gotten through everything I've done in life. I was not born into, with wealth, I was taught to work hard for everything I do, and that's one way that I've got to where I'm at. A lot of people think, well, he's got it made, because he's an internet guy and blah, blah, and all this. No, we have to work our tails off to get where we are. And so the people that you see that succeed, the people that you would consider gurus or the guru status and all that stuff, those are people that worked hard. They really pushed and they worked hard, and so you need to do that too. Be prepared to work hard, but once you work hard, the rewards are going to be there. So when you call, speak with the owner of the company, which is pretty easy in the local business environment. So with everything I told you before, just when you're doing your cold calling, make sure you're talking to the owner, because especially in a local business environment, they're going to be the main decision maker. When you're calling on bigger companies, it's typically going to be like the marketing department or the PR department. Typically stay away from the web teams of any company, just because the web designers, they get their feelings hurt when you actually tell them that they need help with search engine optimization. It's just the truth. They do, a lot of times that happens. They get upset with you. They'll tell their boss, they'll swear up and down that their SEO is great, and then their title tags are optimizing for their business name. And like I talked about in title tags, you need to have your keywords up there. And so, try to stay away from the web teams because they're just going to get offended. Try to go straight to the top, and that's really pretty easy to do with local businesses, because a lot of times in local businesses, the owner actually runs the company too. They're there all day. They might have 1 or 2 employees, but they're pretty much there all day too. And so, when you call and speak, try to speak with the owner, or try to get a time when the owner is going to be in, because that's the person ultimately that's going to sign you the check and get you the money. So make sure that you're talking to the owner. So tell them where you found their website, and let them know that you are a local business consultant. Tell them things like, hey, I found your business on Google somewhere, on page 7 or 8, or maybe just say, hey, I found you in the yellow pages, or I found you in the newspaper, or I found you in this online directory, or in the Chamber of Commerce directory. Tell them how you found them, because what that will do is that will kind of make them feel good, because it will make them feel like some of their advertising is working, and that will actually work in your favor because you planted a seed in their mind that, wow, they found me through advertising. So when you're pitching an advertising service to them potentially, they're going to be a little more open to it. So it's kind of a psychological thing. Give them some stats about how many people are using the internet now to find businesses, and maybe ask about how their past advertising is working out for them. You can go to Google and type in a phrase like, local business search statistics, and it will show you all sorts of statistics out there from different reputable sources that basically lay out, different facts, facts that show that over 50%, of people have replaced the yellow pages. Other large percentage have quit using the newspaper and gone completely on the internet. Gives you stats as far as how many purchases in local businesses, how much business in the local business market resulted from online searches first. It goes through all that stuff in detail, and so, tell them some stats, things like that. Make sure that you tell them that you're an internet business consultant, because that's what you are. That's going to put you up on a little pedestal that you are considered an expert. So ask them if they are looking for more customers right now. Make sure you try to bring that up in that initial conversation. Most of the time, they're going to say yes. When you ask them a question like that, even though they may want to say no, they know that if they say no, they're going to sound really foolish. And I've actually had businesses tell me that. I've actually talked, and so don't be shocked at the kind of responses you get. I've talked to local realtors in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and I've explained to them what I do and showed them what I do, and I actually sold my house without an internet for sale by owner on the internet, outranking all the local realtors on the search engines, and I was able to show them this. And they still said, well, how could you teach our office anything? Why would we want to learn how to sell a house on the internet? And I about fell over when I heard that, because that's a real estate company. As an individual, I outranked the real estate company locally. I'm not saying that to boast. It was very simple to do, and yet they were still in shock because, they still did. I was in shock because they totally said, I don't want to work with you. We don't want to, why do we want to advertise on the internet? Why do we want to reach people on the internet? And how could you teach us that? And so don't be shocked if they say no, they don't want to get more customers. That's fine. Go on to the next one that does want to get customers. If they do say yes, if they're looking for more customers, ask them if they are by a computer. Now, again, this is recorded, so you can go back through this process. So this is kind of the process you go through in that first conversation. So you want to take notes of this. If they are next to their computer, show them an example of a ranking you have achieved for either yourself or for another past client. Or typically, what I like to say, to do is, if you're brand new, just getting started, do some work for maybe a friend that owns a business, or maybe a friend of a friend, or something like that. Try to do something for free for somebody. Try to do a service for free where you can achieve a ranking. So then you have some results you can show. You can say, hey, type in Tulsa, Oklahoma chiropractors and look.